I'm talking today to Damien Keogh, who is from Skyworks. Damien, you make a program called The World from Above. How did that program come to be made?
Well, we are the world leaders in aerial filming and aerial content, and we've built up this library of footage, very, very high-end, beautiful, stabilised footage of large parts of the world from the air.
And it's high-definition footage.
High-definition footage, and it's continually growing, and it's a wonderful sort of resource. And because we started life as program makers, we decided to make a series, a very simple, very beautiful, informative series called World from Above, using this footage. So these are half-hour journeys. And they're from all parts of the world, and we find out about culture, history, geography, environment, and so on. And yeah, that's how it's come about, and we just keep making them. We've made 50 so far.
And who have they been sold to?
They get sold to different parts of the world, and for example, Discovery Asia have bought all 4 seasons of World from Above and keep buying it. Canada have bought it. TV France, I think, have bought it for one of their channels. So it sells in various places and continues to do so.
And why do you think Discovery Asia has bought it and Discovery USA didn't?
I think it's interesting. It's not a complicated series with a complicated format. It's not a highly innovative in form. It's quite traditional in a way. It's very beautiful, very informative, and it tells you about the world, and it shows you the world in the most beautiful way, the kind of bird's eye view. And I wonder whether the Americans think it's not sophisticated enough for them, but I think Discovery Asia take the view that these enormous populations there that are just really getting into rich media, trying to explore the world themselves. Possibly some of them are beginning to explore the world.
Both physically and virtually.
Yeah, I think physically and virtually, and this is a taster, if you like, of what an extraordinary planet we live on, and it's quite aspirational. You see it and you think, gosh, I'd like to go there one day, and I think that's it. Those populations are interested in these programs.
And you're beginning to sell some of this footage in online deals. How does that work?
Well, what we're doing actually, I think we have producers of online content who come and license some footage for their web, mobile app, whatever it is. That does happen already, and that's a simple licensing deal. They know us as the guys that have the content. But what we're doing is we're taking the content, both finished programs and actually raw content, and repurposing it, making small micro clips, for example, putting them onto maps and so on, so that you can create a product that's a way of exploring the world using the content that we make. So you can imagine that the ultimate aim would be to have an offering that isn't dissimilar to Google Earth, but what you have is this very, very beautiful aerial footage shot from helicopters, very high-end, of the world, that allows you to explore and find out about it.
So people like tourism companies will be able to make use of that for introducing people to their area, as it were.
Yes, exactly, and we've sold an app to a couple of the states in America, where they realise that when people see their state in this way, it's inspirational in terms of selling the state. So they believe it will lead to people wanting to come and visit, which is obviously their aim. I think if you can actually look at where you might like to go, it's a nice way of exploring.